Cheryl Alderman here from Be Ultimate. I'm a business coach and mentor and life coach, and this is number 12 in our series on being ultimate at networking. Today's topic is business cards. To do or not to do? That is the question. It's a really interesting one to talk about, and people often have very different views on what to do when it comes to business cards. I would suggest that the main thing you need to remember is that your business card is a follow-up to your conversation if it is relevant. You don't really want to be the crazy person running around the room distributing cards to everyone everywhere and forcing them onto people. The purpose of a business card is to enable the person that you've been talking to the opportunity to follow up with you at a later date if that's appropriate. So the first thing I would suggest when you've had a conversation with someone at a networking event and you're about to move on is that you actually ask them, do you have a business card? This has been a great conversation. I'd love to connect with you outside of this event. And ask for their business card. 9 times out of 10, if they have one, they'll hand it over to you and they'll probably say to you, do you have one? And they'll take yours. It's much better to have someone ask you for your card than to randomly shove it in their face. We don't want to be doing that. So have the conversation, ask for their business card, and then if they ask for yours, offer it back. Second thing I'd like to say is that if you don't hand over business cards at all, that's okay too. Collect them. Make it your mission at your networking events to collect as many cards as you can. Take the focus off yourself, focus on the other people in the room and see if you can get their cards together. Once you have their business cards, if you've had a conversation with them, you can then hop onto social media platforms the next day, and especially LinkedIn in particular, and you can connect with them and write a nice personal note as a follow-up to the conversation you've had the day before or the night before, and connect with them online so that you then have that connection on a permanent basis and you can go back to it and arrange to meet them in person or do some other follow-ups later. So the other thing you can do if you're particularly tech savvy is, rather than doing the business card thing, is actually link them up online in the room. Pull out your phone, say, would it be okay if I linked you in? Do the LinkedIn request, and then they can then either on the spot accept your connection, or hopefully they'll do it later on. But yeah, so the main thing with business cards, always have your business cards. Really, really important to have some on you. There is nothing worse than meeting someone at an event, chatting to them, thinking, wow, this person's great, I'd like to connect with them again, and then asking, do you have a business card? And they say no. Perception, again, is that you're not really vested in your business. You're not really serious about your business. And 9 times out of 10, if it's someone like me, we'll just forget who you were. We'll forget your name or the name of your business, and the next day, if we can't think of it, then that's it. You're gone from our circle of connection. So it may not be important to you, but there'll be people in that room that need that little cardboard piece to remember who you are or to follow up later on and keep you in their circle so that you really are broadening your connections. So make sure you're not shoving your cards in everyone's face. Put the focus on collecting cards rather than distributing cards. And if you're tech savvy, get that LinkedIn happening either at the event or later on, so you can then do your follow-ups, which we'll talk about in one of our videos coming up. Remember, slowly putting these steps into place is going to really maximize your networking experience. It's going to maximize your results, and be ultimate at networking, because ordinary is overrated.